told you that Sports Illustrated proposed a trade and no one is barely talking about it. It didn't make a ripple online, but this trade could actually fix one of the Atlanta Hawks' most glaring issues. No, this isn't some viral social media rumor or just this trade cooked up by fans in a group chat. This is a real structured trade idea that might just make too much sense for the Atlanta Hawks. Now, I want to first preface this by saying I don't think the Atlanta Hawks should do this, but this is something that they could do to help them be a better ball club. I'm just saying that. Now, the scenario is the Lakers would land Nikola Vucevic from Chicago. The Bulls would walk away with a handful of picks and role players to help them rebuild. But the real prize for Atlanta? Ayo Dosunmu, the scrappy defensive-minded guard who could quietly be the missing piece in the Hawks' backcourt rotation. Let's break down why this move could be exactly what the Atlanta Hawks need. Now, let's be honest. We all love the upside of Kobe Buffkin. But are you ready to bet a lone playoff run on his ability to run the backup point guard spot? Because that's what it looks like Atlanta is doing right now. Like I said, big fan of Kobe. And I think he has the biggest upside of anyone on the Atlanta Hawks. But if you're not ready to tap in or believe in that potential, this Ayo Dosunmu move makes so much sense. He's on an expiring deal, which aligns perfectly with the GM Onsi Saleh's strategy of maintaining financial flexibility. And if Ayo works out, great. Maybe you re-sign him. But if not, no harm done because he's on his last year of his deal. And if you want future flexibility in the future, especially in the year next year where there's going to be a lot of free agents, you can just let him walk and you get that money back essentially. No harm done. Now, this is the type of smart, optionality-driven move that the Hawks have been making all season, and I wouldn't be shocked if they decide to make another one, especially in regards to their backup point guard spot. Now, the Encore Fit is seamless. On paper, Dosunmu fits this Atlanta Hawks roster like a glove. He's one of the best point-of-attack defenders in the league, just as, unfortunately, Trae Young. Dosunmu has always given him fits on multiple occasions, and adding that kind of defensive energy off the bench would instantly raise the Hawks' floor. Offensively, he's underrated. His 21% assist rate last season ranked in the 92nd percentile league-wide. He's not a flashy name, but he's the highly effective true table setter who can also slash, rebound, and push the pace. Picture a second unit featuring Dosunmu, Dyson Daniels, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That trio could quietly become one of the most disruptive perimeter defensive groups in the NBA. Now, the best part about this whole deal, a deal for Dosunmu leaves Atlanta underneath the luxury tax. And with one standard roster spot left, the Hawks could still add either a proven veteran or a young and upcoming rookie to a minimum deal. That means this move doesn't force Atlanta to sacrifice cap flexibility. It, in fact, might enhance it. Now, what's the risk for this? Like I said, this is just a trade that's been thrown out. What is the risk of it? Like every trade, this one has some downsides. For starters, Dosunmu will be due a new contract soon. And with the Hawks eventually needing to re-sign Dyson Daniels too, they may not have the cap space to keep both. So you could just lose Kobe Buffkin for essentially nothing. There's also a case that Atlanta might need a backup big more than another guard. Kristaps Porzingis has a long injury history, and while Asa Newell and Mo Gay are promising, they're still developing. But those risks are manageable, especially given the low-cost, high-upside nature of adding Dosunmu. So my final thoughts. Time to go for it. The Eastern Conference is wide open. Pacers, no Halliburton. Celtics, no Tatum. Bucks, no Dame. Only the Knicks, Cavs, and Magic feel like a surefire playoff team right now. The Hawks are already capitalizing on the chaos. They've added Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Luke Kennard in Houston. They've added shooting, size, and versatility. But there's one last piece that they could use. It's a dependable, experienced backup ball handler. Ayo Dosunmu might be that guy. Smart, tough, unselfish. He checks a lot of boxes. And if Atlanta can keep him while keeping their core intact and staying financially flexible, that's a win. Now, Let me know if you would take a flyer on Ayo, or are you trusting Kobe Buffkin to run the backup show solo? Leave a comment down below. Like I mentioned, I really do like Kobe, and going into the season, I would expect him to be on this roster. But if you're not a believer in the potential of Kobe Buffkin, a move like this could actually help the Atlanta Hawks in the future and secure a guy that you know can play at a certain level, that backup point guard spot. But also, if you feel like you need to get flexibility for next year, he's a guy on a 1-year deal. You can go, wipe your hands clean, and move on. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And like always, peace.